adrenaline pumped. And there have been so many questions. Do robots trade these events? You can manufacture, you can make a robot if if you get the volume right of every of that movement. I think the main factor within that movement of that very volatile news is how far apart the ticks are in a candlestick. So from the first tick to the second tick, you always count the ticks. So how rapidly those ticks shift can determine that robot and how it can trade those events, because everything has some kind of composition. Every candlestick has a composition, and sometimes when the market is not volatile, they move very slowly, but when it's very, very volatile, then they somehow spread out. And if you get that measurement and you put it into a robot, then you can succeed at trading such events like the non-farm payrolls. It can activate it when it's going up with a lot of force. That force is what will actually open the trade. Where there is force, you'll have a trade opening, and you might not always have to wait for these events that have the news and these big events. It can even activate the times when the market moves in a very, very weird way. The market just starts, the price just starts going down, or it just starts buying when there is no news, when there is nothing, but when there is rapid movement. So if you put the measurement of that rapid movement into a robot, then you can succeed at trading those things that happen abruptly. That's another advantage to having expert advisors. And there has been some on the Telegram group. If you're not part of the Telegram group, you can just join it. You can search for Trading Dawn, and you will get there. You can search for BVB Trade FX on Telegram, and you'll find your way there. So in that group, there's been a lot of, this week it has been very lively. It has been very, very lively. There's been so much interaction from so many people. There is, there's binary options that is, binary options are becoming something tangible. It's tangible already, but it's becoming something that a preference of sorts. Which is good. It's good to explore all the instruments. They call them instruments. Those charts that are lined up. You have Forex pairs, then you have after Forex, you have the main pairs, then you have the exotic pairs, then you have the metals, then you have some stock charts there. Now there are cryptocurrencies there. You have oil, and there's Brent oil, there's crude oil, there's natural gas. There are indices there. So these days there are so many things that you can trade. It depends on what your broker has actually subscribed to. So all the brokers get that information from MetaQuotes, which is MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, the company that makes those softwares. So the brokers, whatever instruments they want to offer their clients, they go and they get that information and they put it there. So if you have a certain broker, you might not have all the charts that everyone else has, because maybe your broker did not include them on what they wanted on their list of instruments. So if you go to Trading View, you literally have all the instruments in the world. So you even have charts like USD, UGX, maybe UGX versus the Singapore dollar. So you have all sorts of charts on Trading View. So if you're looking for whatever chart, you can find it on Trading View. But if you want to trade that chart, then you have to look for a broker and find a broker that actually has that chart listed on their instruments. Then you can trade it. And another thing, always be mindful of the spread of each one of those charts. A broker that has a smaller spread is a better broker. A broker that has a very big spread, you'll have to, you might not even be able to scalp with such a broker, because that short movement you're planning to take, most of it might be full of that spread of that broker. So you'll end up coming out with a small profit, or you'll end up staying in a trade in order to pay off the spread and make a reasonable profit, which might not be possible. So coming to today's events, Non-farm payrolls, so the figure is 488k. That is on this economic calendar of fxstreet.com. Some other economic calendars have 500k. Everyone who is collecting all this information, they have some different figures, but they're not so far apart from each other. What matters most is the previous figure, which was 235k. Yeah, now getting that. Now what is expected is now almost twice of what was there before. Now that is very good for the US dollar. So I don't want to say that this is what's going to happen, but based on the information, what should happen when this news is good for the US dollar is for it to sell. For the US dollar to go up, which means just like Euro USD will sell, GBP USD should sell, not will, but should. Yeah, sometimes these events come out positive for the US dollar, and the US dollar ends up losing. It happens sometime, and things were very bad for many people. So that can happen, but okay, that projection also depends on the previous figures. If we're having progress, you might be having you might be having some figures going up, but it may not be real progress in an economic sense. So making that comparison between all the other figures is what really matters. But by the time you start trading this, if you trade it before it actually happens, then you could be in for a surprise. Things could go against you, or sometimes you have one candlestick going up, then it comes back and goes down, and along the way it knocks out so many people. And another thing that people don't notice when that very volatile event is taking place is the spread widens. That spread becomes very big. You might have a spread that is measured on the MetaTrader 4 platform. It might be measured at maybe 5 or 7 or 8 or even 4. But when this kind of volatility takes place, then that gap widens. It could widen to about 15, 20, or even 30. So you realize that when you put in a trade, it's actually, you're not making a big profit, and you wonder why. It normally happens, and most times brokers send emails and inform you that in the scenario that this and this happens, these events, there are so many emails like that when Brexit was just starting. They sent so many emails warning that, because of the expectation of this political scene that's taking place, markets might move rapidly, and the spreads will be increased in order to somehow control how much money is going to be flowing in that period. So whenever there is a very rapid movement or unexpected rapid movement, brokers normally, they might not do it by their own selves, but the body that regulates them will tell them to widen their spreads so that there's a control of what is happening. So if you get in before, then you can make, that spread widening may take place, and the spreads will come back, and you'll come out with your proper profit if you don't hit your stop loss. And if you go in after the event, after the whole burst has taken place, then you can go in and on the momentum you can ride that momentum. If price is moving downwards, then you move down with it. If it's going up, then you go up with it. It could go up for a few days, for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. Anything can happen. So based on the statistics, these events look good for the US dollar. There is also the unemployment rate expected to reduce from 5.2% to 5.1%, and that is very good for the US dollar. So things are looking good for the US dollar, and it has been the euro has been going down against the US dollar. Other currencies have been trying to fight it, like GBP, the pound sterling has been fighting the US dollar, and many people have been been entering trades, and they don't really work out, especially with the pound sterling, because there is that things are not so good. it's not very predictable. It's not moving in a way that is predictable, but that's expected with the pound. For Euro USD, it's normally very predictable. It's the most loved charts by most traders. So whatever happens today, what should happen is these events are good for the US dollar. So what should happen is these charts of euro, the charts that have the US dollar as the second currency in the pair, those ones should be going down, and those that have the US dollar as the first currency in the pair, those ones should be going up. Now that is that's the textbook prediction. If you're following the information that is available, the fundamental analysis and everything, and what is currently happening in the world, especially with Euro USD and other charts, they're actually somehow bearish, versing the US dollar. So that is a textbook. That's a textbook prediction. If there are predictions that say that this is going to be bad for the US dollar, then by all means, do not ignore them, because ignorance is not the path of a forex trader. When someone gives you such information that, this thing is going to be bad, you might be seeing 500K or 488K, but it could come out as 100K. So don't brush it off. Listen to the person, let them explain to you what they are saying, and try to make sense of it so that you make an informed decision. Information is very important when you're trading forex. Ignorance is terrible. It's very, very bad. Now talking about ignorance. Ignorance is ignorance. There is selective ignorance. There is being ignorant just because you're unfortunate. Being unfortunate means like you have no access to information. You can't access it. No one can even tell you anything about it. So you don't know. You're ignorant. Unfortunately, which is the case almost all the time. Everyone is ignorant about something. There are things we don't know. We don't know how fast the winds are blowing on Mars. We don't know. we don't know the. We're ignorant about something. Everyone is ignorant about something. There are things we don't know. So when you enter that void where people know, then you look very ignorant. But when you're in your space, you're very unignorant. But then there's being ignorant selectively. That you're selectively ignorant. You have chosen not to know something, and that is that's a very bad type of ignorance. You should always know what is happening. You should always know what is within your field that you've entered. For example, in Forex, you cannot be, let's say you can't say you only trade one pair. You can, but you can't say you only trade one pair, or you only trade the major currencies, and then you say that everything else is bad. It's bad, it's what? No, that is being ignorant. You can't say that you only trade with one broker. You don't want to know about others. That is also being ignorant. You can't say you only trade Forex on MetaTrader. You don't want to trade binary options. If you have a good reason, maybe you went there and they totally leveled you flat. Binary options can do that to you. You can go there and you just get knockout after knockout after knockout. Every time you're almost making a win, 2 seconds to the close knocks you out. If that's the reason, then that is an informed reason not to trade, but give it a try. Don't say that I don't want to trade binary options, or I don't want to trade Forex. I don't want to trade on that platform. I don't want to trade on that platform. I only analyze on this platform. I don't want to look at that one. I only use one indicator, or I'm just a naked trader. I don't use indicators. Use everything that is available. Don't be ignorant. If something fails, then you can say, I failed at this, that because I can't handle, so I won't do it. That is okay. But don't just deny yourself an opportunity to do something because of whatever reason. Maybe emotional, maybe I don't know. But don't be ignorant. Take the time to research and go through everything and understand how these things work, so that you have a better, you're more informed at the end of the day, and you have more options to make some money from. I think when I started trading many years ago, the biggest ignorance was against expert advisors, against robots. That was even forced ignorance. Someone forces you to shut it out, to just say, you know what, expert advisors, that's a no-go. Even when you load in there, even when you load your MetaTrader platform and you're seeing Auto Trader there, you're seeing all those things there, and you start asking yourself, why would they put these things there if they are bad? Okay, the main reason is they are put there to make you fail. So, but after studying what an expert advisor does, then you become more enlightened, and you know what is good for you. Another thing is putting aside the expert advisors, brokers. Some people say that brokers manipulate the market to make you fail. Now that is something wrong. The fact of the matter is, when you deposit money, if you deposit $1,000 onto whatever platform you're trading, whatever broker you're with, that money goes into the Forex market. Now, what the broker earns is that spread or that commission off every trade. So when you trade with a lot size of, let's say, 0.1, and your spread cuts off $1 from your trade, then the broker has earned that $1. When you lose your money and you stop trading, the broker stops making money. So the broker goes out, you can run out of business because people are failing miserably at trading. So the brokers, they can't, they put up a business to make sure that people keep on trading. The more the people trade, the more they make money. So a broker cannot form some sort of conspiracy to make you fail, because you're the reason why they exist. They want you to keep trading. That's why they give you bonuses on your deposits. They give you a 50% bonus, 100% bonus. They even send you emails with analysis that today this could be going this way, this could be, look at these charts here, we have some resistance there. Other brokers even give free signals so that you keep trading, and on every trade that you make, they're going to be making some small money off every trade, and that's what keeps them in business. So they're trying really hard to make sure you keep on trading. There may be some brokers who just don't care. They are big, they have big spreads, they have big clients, and they don't care if you win or lose. They are very confident that they will have customers. But the new brokers are really trying hard. They're giving you $2 accounts. On top of that $2, they give you 100% bonus. Others even just give you a bonus for just opening an account. They give you $30 to go and trade with, or they give you 50, or whatever. They are trying to keep you in the system so that you make money, and by you making money, they also make money. So brokers are not part of a conspiracy to make you fail. They don't benefit from that. And if you put there like $1,000 and you make maybe $10 million in 1 week, it's not the broker who will get the money out of their pocket to pay you. No, they're going to tell the people of the Forex market to send you the money. They're just brokers, they are middlemen. So when your money comes, they send it that side. When it multiplies, they call for it from this side and send it back to you, and they make a commission of that. So they are very happy when you make a lot of money. It benefits them as well. So the thought of brokers working against you is a thought that you should get out of your mind, because it's not logical. It's not, it doesn't make logical sense. Maybe if it's, I don't know, if it's some kind of plot in the world to make people poor, maybe you can go there, but it doesn't make logical sense. So we shouldn't, we shouldn't keep on thinking like that. It's not productive for us to think like that, because every time we lose money, we're going to blame the broker, and we won't blame that strategy that we're using. We won't improve the strategy. We're going to change the broker, and use that same strategy that failed on the other platform where the other broker is, and shall still fail, because it is the strategy that caused the loss. It wasn't the broker who moved the market against you because the market moved in that direction. The broker, it's the country that that had something happening in their borders that caused the market to move in that direction. It wasn't the broker who moved the country to do all that, whatever it is. So when your strategy is failing and you put the blame on the broker, then you don't change your strategy, and then you get a new broker, and you take that same failed strategy to a new broker, it's still going to fail. And you'll end up blaming that broker, and you go to another broker. There are like 1,000 brokers out there. So if you move to all those brokers, with that same strategy, the failure will still keep on happening. So just be mindful of that. Yeah. So our time is up. There's so much happening on the Telegram group. People are, people are becoming lively. I think some people even know each other from some schools. There's too much. Every time you check there are about 100 messages, 50 messages. People are laughing. People are joking. There's so much happening. And join the group. This group has no limitations. It has no limitations. If you want to train people, you can, feel free to get there, and you do that. You can coach some people if you want. You can. It's a free, it's a community, a community that shouldn't have any chains. There are no chains on anyone. If you're a binary options person, by all means, tell people about your binary options. If you're a person who trades only silver, by all means, talk about that silver. If you do volatility 75, then, if someone already has bad feelings towards those volatility indices, come onto the group, tell them that you're making it, that you're succeeding, and show them your account and show them how good you are. Give people that hope, give people that strength so that they keep on trading and improving every day. And when someone improves, if they might become better than you, and they will turn back and show you what they did because they learned from you, and they will show you that your system was good, but they saw something that made it better and made them some profits, and they can share that with you, and you start pulling each other up. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with teaching someone and they become better than you. There's nothing wrong with that, because they will again teach you something new that will again push you a bit further. And that's how you help each other. So if you're in the group, don't hold back whatever you have. Feel free to express yourself. Show the world who you are. Show these people who you are. Don't sit back. Show them that you have something. Don't hide that good stuff that you have. Just show it there and let everyone benefit from that. So you can. When you share with so many people, others will share what they have. And at the end of the day, we shall all be picking out all the good stuff. And if there's something bad that someone shares, we can all agree that this doesn't work, and that person can be corrected. And if anyone else is doing the same thing silently, they can also be corrected, without exposing what wrong they have been doing. And, just like that, the community will become strong. The community will become strong, will become informed. These signals I've been talking about will go away. If a robot can make for you $1,000 every day, by all means, take that $1,000 and reinvest it somewhere else, and let the robot keep on giving you the money. If binary options gives you that money, then by all means, go into the binary options and get that money. If it is precious metals or cryptocurrency or whatever, if it's working for someone, it can definitely work for you. And if they tell you how it's working for them, then you'll benefit from that. So let's just get the best from everyone who is there. There are no restrictions. It's a community, and it's our community. It's ours. And if we take it as a community that we can benefit from, where everyone can benefit from, then by all means, let us get there. And on the group, I think there's only one There's only one woman. There's only one. So, you know, I really like all the girls and women, and, you know, join. Don't hide. Don't hide that you're a girl and you do forex trading. And forex trading is not like, it's not like sports betting. Women fear to go to sports betting because there are men there. So if you have an interest in forex, by all means, you know, join the group. Join the group. It's on Telegram. Search for BVB Trade FX. Search for Trading Dawn, and, you know, get there. You know, come and fight the men. If some guys are there posting some nonsense, you know, you bring some sense into it. Don't hide. You know, but at the end of the day, you also, you know, you need you know, different income streams. And in your free time, you can make some money. You know, some people have signals on the group. You know, follow those signals. You know, follow them out. Do not let any signal go unchecked. Anyone who puts a signal on the group, check it out. Either put it on a demo or wherever, then post the results and say, your signal actually worked out. It was really nice. What did you do to get this signal here? So that people know what to do. And then, you know, just like that, within a number of years, I can assure you the best money you get from Forex is the money that you've traded and actually earned from your trades. So the other money you can make is maybe selling signals, teaching, maybe selling robots, you know, selling strategies, teaching different things. But the best money is the one you actually trade. You know, you put in and trade, you have $50, you trade, make $30, either by mistake or whatever, but you make that money and it feels good. It feels very good. So everyone, you know, just join the group. There's too many men there. You know, let us balance it out. You know, there's been a lot of fighting for equality and emancipation. So, you know, I'm not seeing a lot of equality on the group. It's really, it's not a good sight. There are too many men there. You know, that the jokes are all manly jokes. So, so women should enter the group. You know, come in and bring in that flavor. You know, bring in that new flavor and start. If you're starting out to trade, people will help you. There are many teachers there. So many. There are so many. Everyone there is an expert. Almost everyone there is an expert. So when they are teaching you, that's where you see how the level of expertise that they have. But, you know, you can learn something from everyone there. If it is not something technical in trading, then you can learn something psychologically, and that is a very big and very important part. You can learn how to be calm, how to be patient, how to deal with losses. You can learn that from so many people there. So you can learn something from anyone on that group. So by all means, join the group. It's just search for BVB Trade FX or search for Trading Dawn, and you will get there. So let's wait for the non-farm payrolls and see how people react to that tonight. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.